Hello and welcome back, everybody. Untitled here, and welcome back to another video. As we all should hopefully know, tomorrow, this man, the next Sinister Dominion, will be arriving, and we already know his types. Standard and expert will be win. So use fire. Then for master, obviously, as we know, the two phases. So the first phase was we use fire. Second phase, we use wind. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'll be shouting out some recommendations you guys can use in order to hopefully face him. I'll be doing fire first, then obviously wind, especially fire. I'll be emphasizing a little bit more, mainly because expert will be your main farming stage. So as I say all this, as always, links are in the description down below, and also feel free to subscribe as well. Every subscriber means a lot to me. Very much appreciated. So then, without further ado, let us move into what we should start doing. So I do have a Nihility pull up, obviously, just for double checking myself, really, because well, I know that some unique buffs are wonky, so more or less this will be my method of making sure that I account for absolutely everybody. So then as we start to go down, first thing that pops out, limited unit. If I'm correct, he doesn't buff himself that much. He does reduce defense, does do 4 strike damage, if I'm correct. Nihility hits 4 strike damage. Yeah, it does. So yeah, no berserker. This is why I have it up. I like to make sure. Martha's gone. Naveed, actually, he does have access to a unique buff, a crystalline blades, so we can use that. But however, he doesn't get the strength and defense, so immediately that kind of sets him off a little bit. Prince, he's a Dragon Claws based unit, so I don't see much usage. Nobu, I would probably say would be a really good option. Yes, limited, but however, she gives the enemies a buff to as where it will do damage. She has built-in dispels, a flurry strength, which won't be affected by the Nihility, and also even more dispels built into her kit. As well as being a strength collab, as well as just count time for the solo side of things. Overall, she's a really solid unit. I would say Nobu will be a good option to consider for this fight. Rena and Makoto, they both give general buffs. I would not say that. Galaxy, I do want to mention, because well, as we move on over here real quick, Big is immune, but our bonuses from her gauges are removed, as well as her crit rate and crit damage buffs. They are also gone. So immediately, Galaxy isn't exactly going to be used for main content. And as she gives herself crit rate, you immediately can't give crit rate, immediately downplaying her entire kit. Shal Ranzel, very well might get usage, mainly because he is a strength amper. That might honestly be the only reason you really use him, and maybe for some form of score trend. But beyond that, it's just difficult with him. But yeah, he will more likely have some form of usage, so do consider him in there as well. Vanessa actually might get some usage as well, mainly because she just reduces a defense, which is nice. Then also her unique buff, being the Scarlet Warrior, that is immune. So regardless, she can keep that. In which, well, for her, that will give her naturally more 4 strike damage. But also it will just deal more damage, and also just do a shit ton on reduced defense. So yeah, she's going to be really nice. Sadly, Lost Offense won't be exactly usable, but however, she would be a really good, like, more free-to-play based option, just in case if you guys don't have anyone. I can see Vanessa having some form of usage easily. She's going to be great. Panther. Yeah, she's been hit. She got hit, not much usage. Kimono Eli-san, Scorch Rend support unit, but however, everything she has, it's over here. Everything she has, where is she on here? Real quick. Am I blind? Here we go. All are immune. As well as her quad too, which is really, really nice. So she can support very well. She can support by giving up to 40% strength and wind damage res by 15%. Very nice. Scorch Rend and also lowering Scorch Rend res, making everything nice. But then even as a co-op, just giving everyone a crit rate. Really cool, really, really nice, and the CLAs too. Yeah, she would be a really solid support unit in case if you like that more a support game. She'll be used to great effect. Nadine, if I remember correctly, was hit. Yes, she is hit. So don't bother too much with that. Mim is hit. Don't even bother with Mim. Maybe Zhuanzang? Like for the free-to-play option, this is a big maybe. Her mods aren't high, but however, though she does lower strength and defense, as well as do more damage to them. They're not demi-humans, so maybe not. Doubt. Chelsea hit. Saori's hit. Saimai's another really, really good option I do want to mention here. Because with Saimai over here, where is Saimai on here? I thought I saw him at one point. There you are. Yes, all levels of Flame Shigami are immune. That is what makes him just absolutely go crazy. He is, as well as doing a Scorch Rend, a Dispel as well. He is really getting out a lot of damage, as well as reducing defense. Very, very good unit. But also, Overdrive Punisher, just everything about him is really, really good. Because me personally, I'll be using him on my solo team. He's a really good unit. Really good unit. So definitely consider using him, just if all you do like how he works. I don't remember Incognito Nefaria. Let me double check that really quick. I think she was hit. I can't tell. I believe she was hit, though. As a matter of fact, no. I'm just going to check for myself. Energy level, strength. Yeah, no, she's hit. Don't bother with a Nefaria. Maybe Student Maribel. Student Maribel can be a decent option. Reducing defense, just damage. Then just... she could have usage as long as you break them quickly. She actually could have some form of usage, which is nice. She ain't bad, but I don't like Maribel personally, but hey, just if you do, she might get some usage, just so you pay attention. I do want to mention Cassandra here. Because of overdamage. You can use overdamage for this. You can use overdamage, therefore, she is immediately usable. I'm going to try and use her on my solo team, but even if you don't own her, Halloween Lowen can work. Not against Hildegard, she would just be a healer if she lost her energy levels, so do bear that in mind. And these two, for the last little bit of fire right now, Ferris and Galeonitis. Ferris is obviously made for this because, well, as we see with Ferris over here, where is he? There you go. Immune. He can use everything at his disposal for this Dominion. He is Scorch Rend. He reduces res. He reduces their strength. He can dodge and counterattack based off of it. He's got a built-in Punisher. He increases his own fill rate. He's a really good unit. He's made for this. So if you own Ferris, he is going to be a cheat code. Then finally Galeonitis, because as we see with here, all stacks of a Drakian Grace are immune. So what does that mean? That means he can stack his S2 So therefore, strength 10% reduces damage taken by 20. He's going to be a really good unit. Honestly, Scorch Rend as well. A Shapeshift Prep that obviously stays, as well as the discounted dragons. So he's getting a lot of iframes. He's going to be really good, as well as even more Scorch Rend Punisher and Overdrive damage, making him a mini Overdrive Shredder. He's going to be a great pick as well for this. Now, though, I do want to quickly mention dragons for this. At the moment, the best fire dragons you can use will be Gozu Tenno, Mars, followed by the now incredibly recent Gala Reborn Agni. Now though, when it comes to Nihility, all of them are fine. It's really just Mars and the strength ups, whatever. But however, do bear in mind that's only accounting for Nihility. We still have yet to see whether or not whether he himself will do something to limit more adventurers or more dragons. So do bear that in mind with this entire list. Take everything with a grain of salt until we actually see him, until we see teams start to get up and running. Just keep an open mind with this. So now with that, let's move on to wind very quickly. I'm going to scroll down to the wind section. Here we go. So let's get started. Mona could be a option. It doesn't exactly give himself buffs, just really builds and stuff. The one thing that is excluded on him will be his beast eye off of his force strike. That's the one thing. Beyond that, he's still usable. Gallaleaf, he's actually going to be a really good unit because he doesn't buff himself. He is really just attack down, defense down, poison, and he punishes. So he's going to be a really good unit. I'm personally going to run him on my bench, just for the punish and just to keep them a little bit low. So very good, actually. He's going to be a really good. He's going to be a really good unit. And also, his stances are fun. Well, I understand. One thing I do want to mention with her, actually, just in case you do want to run her. Her HP buff zone is immune. Her defense down is not. So sadly, it kind of not that usable. Galaranzel, he does have access to mana 58 at the moment of me recording this. He does gain his unique 4 strikes. It's just his defense is not included. But for him as a whole, he doesn't need that defense in order to be up and running. He just does enough damage as is with everything built into experience boon. Then also a little bit into these skill damage. He's going to be a really solid pick as well. Just don't run him a double buff. Just run him like mini 4 strike shredder just damage. He's going to be a really good option for this. A lot of people are going to use him because he's partly spiraled. That's fine, honestly. That's right, and also he's got an amp too, so sure, that can work. That can absolutely work. Templar Hope, absolutely newt. I can see Forger and Mitsuban here a little bit. Looks like half a crit is hit, the other half is not. So honestly, you can just overlap her. Tobias hit, Victor I believe was hit. Galanot, you can absolutely use Galanot because she does not buff herself. Everything she has is either Dispel followed by damage. That's pretty much not in a nutshell. She's going to be another incredibly good option for this. So definitely bear her in mind as well. Norwin is hit. Wedding AoE, I believe, was hit. Is she actually in here? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Kimono Luca. Him being really good for Ciela. He was slightly hit. 4-strike attack rate was hit, but however, though, his main like a tanking stuff, that stuff stays. So he's mostly usable, actually. It's only attack rate, so it's not the end of the world. He can still most definitely be used. Lin Yu was actually hit a little bit. She does not have access to her crit rate stuff, so that does hinder her. But she's going to be, but she's still going to be really strong. She's going to be really powerful. Human Midgar, he might get some usage for full free-to-play stuff. He might get usage because it's really just Dragon Gauge and Storm Lash, followed by just Dragon Damage. Like he might get some usage, so definitely keep him in the backlog as well. Definitely keep him in mind. Valentine's Chelsea. This is one I really want to mention. Where is she on here? Immune. There you go. Immune. She is immune. She's amazing for this because, as we know, she is meant to be more of a you take time with her, she's going to get good. And oh boy, when that time is hit, she's really good. So yes, she is most definitely an option for this. I can't wait. She's going to be my main for solo. Really excited to use her. Really excited. Hawk. Who? Meanie could be like a mini support. Well, not support. I guess kind of what Leaf does, but general pool. So yes, she's on the table. Luis is really poisoned. I think she's not hit at all by this. I'm gonna double check this actually. No, she's not. She is not hit at all. That's actually really good to know. The one thing will be her strength double buff, but beyond that, she still has an overdrive. She's an overdrive Punisher. Max HP equals more damage. Poison bot. Well, like she's still a really good option. So yes, she's on the table as well. Really good. Miriam. Miriam is also 100% an option because she is strength amp. She is just pure strength amp off of that level 1. Really good. Keep her on the backlog. You're going to see her be used. Summer Sonoa, you could use her as a DPS, but not really as a support based unit because well, most of her stuff it's off of her S2. So pretty much just don't use her second skill at all. Mainly use her Overlord stacks for her first skill really, and she's pretty much set at that point. Yeah, the Lily Spanish one with her. Just I use Mother with second skill, and she will do some form of damage. She absolutely will. Maribel, I do want to double check her. Will she be like student Maribel? I believe she is. If that is the case, okay. So energize, honestly, whatever at that point. Yeah, no, you absolutely can use her. Regular Maribel can be used. The defense down, just general damage. Still pretty solid, I would say. Still a pretty solid unit right there. Zane, Fred, and Noelle have been hit. Formal Noelle has not been hit. The one thing she can't do is a double buff stuff, which she don't do it anyway. She has a dispel, the poison res down, very nice. And what she can also increase everyone's max HP, poison punisher. She's going to be pretty good. She's going to be pretty good for this. Akasha, if I'm correct in saying this, she was hit. It doesn't say. It might be assumed that her buff zone is hit. So sadly, that means most of her stuff is not like, well, that's what she's known for, and sadly I believe she's hit by that. So really don't bother with Akasha. But however, though, Lowen is most definitely going to be an option. That's weird. If you did already invest in Lowen, you can use him for this as well. this spell, HP up, HP regen. Just can't do the defense stuff. And he does have move bog too, which is going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Then formal Joachim, you can most definitely use his shared skill, because that's going to be really good. But beyond that, his kit, it relies too much on the punishers. That's my opinion, at least. You can try to use him. He probably will find usage, but that's just my personal opinion on him as a whole. And dragons, I do want to mention that really quick. It's really Gala the Reborn Zephyr, Midgard Zero especially. Midgard Zero is going to do a great job, and Vayu as well. Those are the three main dragons for this. Then I'll see for support, it's like Freya or Ariel. And that's honestly about it for this video. Hopefully I went through all the options well enough. If I missed anyone, I wanted to make this a good enough timed video. And tomorrow, you're gonna see this stuff in action. Tomorrow's gonna be fun, I can guarantee you. So until tomorrow, I'll see you all then. Bye.